come to Germany 12 times. I've spent thousands of pounds watching a club who have literally just been relegated from the Bundesliga. Although it hurts right now, it's all been worth it, because this is the best club in the world! Tut schon weh, scheißegal, wo liegt, VfL, wir da, jedes Spiel ist doch klar, zweite Liga, tut schon weh, scheißegal, wo liegt, let's go! VfL, Bochum ist Relegation! Come on!
Life is better, life is better. You're in honest place. It hammers out through the night. Don't let them put you down. You bloom in your own way. Bochum, I call you home. Bochum, you're in my bones, my home.
Ladies and gents, this is what football is all about. It's 2025 and the Premier League is the most watched sports league in the world, with billions of people watching on TV and many of those people making a trip to England to watch live games in person. So why on earth would an Englishman do the complete opposite with the most popular league in the world on my doorstep? Why would I spend thousands of pounds following a club fighting for survival in Germany's Bundesliga? Well, I guess it's a long story. The year is 1994. I'm 5 years old and I've got a big decision to make. A decision which will dictate the rest of my footballing life. On one hand, there's Aston Villa. You could say the sensible choice, considering my mum's a fan and most of her side of the family come from Aston in Birmingham. And this was actually my first ever football shirt. But as many 5-year-olds did back in the 90s, I chose the glory, the sheer force of Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson. Why is German football so much better than English football?
The fans are louder, they chanted more.
I think the fan culture, because we do everything for our club.
So friendly.
We are friendly. We are friendly.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Fußball Gott! Fußball Gott! That was shit.
So, no, I don't mean you're not friendly, but
Only us, all the other English people are horrible.
no, I don't mean it. I don't mean that.
We will support our team no matter what. No
Yeah.
matter in what league we're playing, no matter if we're playing in the Bundesliga or in the second one,
Yeah.
we don't care. We still love our club.
Tip
3-1.
3-1 to Mainz.
No, to us.
VfL.
Obviously.
Berlin wir.
VfL.
Mein Tipp für morgen ist 2:0 für Bochum.
So like many Manchester United fans, I'm not from round here. As you can tell, I grew up a few hours away in Herefordshire, not exactly sport for choice when it comes to football clubs. Many people in the area would follow United, Liverpool, Arsenal, the usual suspects. But they'd also follow their local club, Hereford United. And my dad did just the same. He was a big admirer of Georgie Best growing up, so naturally followed Manchester United as a result. But he was also fiercely loyal to Hereford United. He was one of those kids who ran onto the pitch when Hereford knocked Newcastle United out of the FA Cup. In a similar way, I was a big admirer of David Beckham, so naturally followed Manchester United as a result. But I'd watch Hereford on weekends when I went to my dad's, and I even became a mascot of Hereford United when they played Tranmere in 1997. Most kids don't fully understand the importance of supporting their local club. They just want to see the same players they play with on FIFA. They want to win trophies and be the best. So naturally, as I saw Hereford United get relegated from the Football League in 1997, my attention would drift to these guys as I was about to hit my childhood peak, watching Manchester United win the treble in 1999. Again, back to our story in a moment, because I'm not the only English guy who makes the trip to Germany. We've got this handsome guy.
Yeah, we're back for last home game of the season today. So
Archie was here for the Bayern game.
yeah, that's right. Well, from what I remember. But
And we've got more Glucksbringers over here. We've got my stepdad over here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My mum.
Hello.
What I want to ask you, whilst we got the little English conglomerate over here, we're not all bad, believe it or not, but what's the differences you guys have noticed between German football fan culture compared to the Premier League in 2025?
ticket prices is probably the first thing I can think of.
Cheaper?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've done all this round trip, including hotels and stuff, for about 150 quid, and it's the exact same to get to Stockport on Wednesday night for the playoffs at the second leg. So
you live in London as well, so your prices are extra high.
yeah, exactly. So to get to Manchester for the Stockport game in a hotel was about £140. So it's around the same trip to fly to Germany and watch Bochum. So.
And the last time you two were here, the Glucksbringers, you experienced München, Bayern, and obviously it's a little bit more Premier League in Bayern. You've not had the privilege of taking a beer into the stadium because in the away end you can't take your beer in. So is it going to be a bit of a culture shock, drinking beer and watching football?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot more relaxed. Just totally different atmosphere. It's brilliant.
This is a test. Premier League, if you're watching, we're not allowed beer inside stadiums because we cannot be trusted with beer. So if my mum and stepdad over here actually behave themselves, we might be allowed beer in the Premier League again. Are you going to behave yourself, mum?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
So you hope so. So that wasn't a firm no. So you're a Wolves fan, mum's a Villa fan. You've not abandoned your club like me. You've stayed loyal, but you also become Bochum fans as well. Score predictions?
1-0 to Bochum.
I'm going 2-1 Bochum.
Archie?
1-1, I think.
1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, there's always a killjoy, isn't there? Bloody hell, eh? Bring it on. So hopefully we've done our English reputation proud, and we'll wait till the end of the vlog when these two are kicked out the Ruhrstadion for playing up. Now, ironically, you've heard me quote a former Arsenal player, Dennis Bergkamp, a few times on the channel. If you've not heard the famous quote, I've got it here on a bit of paper, and it summarises my own football fandom perfectly. When you start supporting a football club, you don't support it because of trophies, players, or history. You support it because you found yourself there. You found a place where you belong. Now, not everyone agrees with that quote because we've all got our own reasons for being a football fan, our own reasons for supporting a club. Some people do support clubs because of players, history, trophies and so on. But ladies and gents, it was a long journey from that young Manchester United fan to this place. As I mentioned, after '99, Manchester United would continue to win trophies. Premier League after Premier League, FA Cups, and of course another Champions League in 2008. But despite the glory, I became a man. I went from a 5-year-old boy choosing a club for the glory and the players to becoming a man, and naturally your mindset changes. My connection with the club was getting worse year upon year. I've never said this in public, especially on the YouTube channel, but I pretty much stopped watching football for almost a decade. It took until lockdown, COVID, when we had more time, when we all got a little bit nostalgic, thinking about the good old days. And naturally, that nostalgia grew when Cristiano Ronaldo would return to Manchester United in 2021. So when I got back into football, I just picked up where I left off, following the Red Devils. But as I said, that mindset was different. I started making videos, created this channel, experiencing different football cultures, atmospheres, different clubs and different stadiums. And through these experiences, I started to realise that maybe I'd made the wrong choice at the tender age of 5. And it took a trip to Germany before the Euros in 2024 to fully understand exactly what I wanted from football. So yesterday we went to Munster friends
Yes.
of Bochum. Best friends.
Best friends.
Better friends
The
than
only
Bayern.
friends, the only friends Münster has.
Oh, the only friends Munster has. Okay, everybody hates Munster.
In Germany at least. Yeah.
I think Essen are more hated. Rot-Weiss Essen.
yeah, everybody hates Essen.
Yeah, we all hate Essen. I can't really say that. I've got some subscribers from Essen. Yeah, we'll move on. So, what are you most looking forward to seeing at the Ruhrstadion? What are you expecting? Relegation.
We will see about that. But I'm really curious about the atmosphere and the stadium itself inside. I never was there until today, so.
He tried to order another beer instead of Figa, and I said no.
I was just asking which beer we have here.
The disrespect. It's terrible.
I just forgot that Figa is everywhere here. So
Ladies and gents, 1 year ago we made this walk down Kastroperstrasse. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Kastroperstrasse. I made this walk down Kastroperstrasse for the first time, and upon stumbling across the Ruhrstadion, I fell in love. I found my soulmate. But today, thanks to these legends who look after the Ruhrstadion pitch, Euro Green, we're going a little bit posh. We're going to the VIP, the VIP area, and considering we might be relegated today, we're going to get relegated in style. We're going to do this the posh way. I just hope they let a smelly Englishman into the VIP area. Ladies and gents, if you are new to the videos, I don't normally come to the VIP area. I'm normally with the hardcore in the Ruhrstadion, of course, but I thought for the last game of the season we will do this in style. So here I am doing a taste test of a beautiful currywurst with extra curry powder. I'm sure this is going to be beautiful. Come on, beautiful. Ladies and gents, this is a question to the Bochumers. Which is the ultimate Ritz Figa? Do we have the winner as your standard Figa pills? Or do we have the Zwickel, the Helles, or the Bernstein? Get voting in the comments below. We're in VIP. We might be getting relegated today, but we're getting relegated in style. Let's do this. Pitch is Rasen?
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I know you're looking at this beautiful pitch and thinking, who were responsible for such a gorgeous pitch? But it's these guys over here. Euro Green. Absolutely beautiful. As a reminder, we're normally over there in Block A. You can see the Ostkurve, Block Q over there where Matze goes. What a beautiful sight. Mainz fans over there, no beef with them. Mainz. Okay.
Bochum.
Here we go then, guys. VIP for the first time. Zwei Bochum. Let's fucking go. Let's go. For maybe 11 years, a legend at the club, Toto Osila.
In der Kiste mit der Nummer 1, Timo! Die 5, Junior!
doesn't matter if we win. Heidenheim are winning 1-0 gegen Union. Shock. It was obvious that Heidenheim would win today. It's still early. Don't stop believing, guys. Come on! Oh, come on! Go on, Maxi, back in! Pashnak. Get it in, Pashnak. A ball, referee! Come on! Guys, I've got my munches, but Kiel are winning now. So Heidenheim 1-0, Kiel 1-0. We're definitely getting relegated. Zweite Bundesliga time. Here we go. Let's not worry too much. Let's just enjoy the day. Come on. It's half-side. Mainz have just scored a free kick. Doesn't really matter. Heidenheim are winning. Kiel are winning. So there we go, guys. Half-side. We were losing 1-0. I don't know how. Terrible first half. At least I get a nice bratwurst and unlimited Figa. I think it's just time to get drunk. Manchester United might not be the club for me, but despite relegation, I'm still having more fun than I would in the Premier League. Guys, Don't Stop Believing's playing. I think it's a little bit too late. I've stopped believing. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Here we go, guys. Willkommen im zweiten Bundesliga.
Dankeschön für sämtliche schöne Stunden zu eurem Einsatz. Ihr seid beste Wunderbar. Und der Spieler mit Nummer 2, Christian!
There we go, guys. 3-0. 3-0. Say something auf Deutsch oder Englisch, ist okay.
Ja, war eine durchwachsene Saison, aber wir bleiben im Vorfeld treu.
Zweite Liga ist besser. It's okay. Next year we go back.
Ja. Liebe kennt keine Liga.
Ja, absolutely.
Wen lieben wir?
VfL!
Toto Lucia! Toto Lucia!
No
We need
problem.
Schalke! And in 2 years we are the
Fußball in diesem Moment, ich weiß genau.
When you look at the second Bundesliga, there's so many clubs with tradition in second Bundesliga.
But we have tradition.
Yeah,
we have the Ruhrstadion.
I love to come back again.
We are Bochumer, we always come back.
Yeah, we always come back. So to summarise, the one reason we come to Germany is to drink beer and watch football.
Yes, and watch football.
There we go.
Nur immer wir. Bochum ist nur aus dir. Bochum ist Grenadier. Alle Grau. Wenn nichts anlegt, werden schon in Düsseldorf. Scheiß auf Bruder.
I will always have a place in my heart for Manchester United. This is a fantastic club which gave me so many fond memories as a child. Now, just as marriages don't always work out, you can end things amicably. Sometimes it's just a matter of drifting apart, decades together, and you realise that maybe your partner you're with isn't necessarily your soulmate. And just as people might disagree with Dennis Bergkamp and that quote, I do question whether a decision I made at the young age of 5 years old to be a Manchester United fan, whether that decision is something I have to live by. Some people feel you cannot give up a football club, but I feel under the right circumstances, especially when you've actually found your true soulmate, there are exceptions. Ladies and gents, being cheesy is nothing new for the channel, but a lot of what I say, albeit looks quite jokey and light-hearted, I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, this has been, despite how the season's gone, this has been the best football season of my life. Now, this place, I love the club, as I said, is my soulmate, but none of this would be as good as it is without you guys. The people who have made me feel so welcome, the people who have found me places to stay, the people who have bought me a Figa, the people who have helped me with tickets, but more importantly, the people, which is a lot of people, who have made me feel a part of this family. So people have asked, when the season's over, if we get relegated to the Zweite Bundesliga, will you still come back to the Ruhrstadion? Of course, ja, natürlich, I will be there. I am going to prioritise away games next season because I still want to experience Germany and again different football cultures. But of course I'll be back here for the first game of the new season. I'll be back here for the derby against Schalke, possibly Bielefeld, maybe Dresden. Maybe, Melissa, if you're watching this, my girlfriend, maybe we need to just move here, guys. It would make things a lot cheaper as well because it does cost a bomb in flights. But again, thank you, because you guys watching the videos, obviously the ad revenue that the videos generate, all of that gets put back into the channel and it's paid for my trips. Not everyone has thousands of pounds to spend on German football adventures. A lot of English people are swapping Premier League for lower league games, lower league teams, because the Premier League atmosphere might be pretty bad right now, but there is still life left in football atmosphere back home in the lower divisions, and we'll showcase that too. But that's for another video. Again, Dankeschön, ich liebe dich, and auf Wiedersehen for now.